Hi, friends. Doc South here. And the other day I was working at the supermarket I work in, a local market. I won't say its name or anything. And of course, we've got this all this rigmarole with the coronavirus, and it seems like a pretty scary thing. Now we're in somewhat of everybody kind of going into as much of an isolation as we can do. And I believe the supermarkets, for the most part, pretty much going to have to run somehow so people can get fed. But all in all, it's been tough getting ready. We've been hit very hard the past few days. Put stuff up and you turn around and it's gone from the shelf. So you put some more up and then that's gone. And whoo, tell you. And it's been wild. I know I come home with my tail dragging, and I work in the dairy department and also quite often in the frozen department. Yeah, 5 below 0. Oh, not too bad in the summer, but it does. Yeah, you get some welts in the frozen part. I'm telling you. And dairy's a nice balmy. I think it's about 31 degrees in most dairy sections, just a little below freezing. Not too far though. You don't want the milk to freeze. And but everybody's just been slugging it out. And the other day, a guy comes over. I don't know. I'm throwing something on the shelf, frozen pizzas or whatever. And a guy comes over and he says, "Hey," he says, "I just wanted to thank you guys. He says, just a thank you from me to you and to all your coworkers." He says, "You guys really, if you think about it, I know you guys don't get a whole lot of praise, but," he says, "man, you do a lot of work." He says, "I'm just looking at how you guys are getting these shelves up and pushing all these products around on these flat bottom wheeled carts you got." And he says, "I can only imagine what it's like on the loading dock." He says, "You guys are all right." And I said, "Well, thank you, sir." I said, "You can probably shake my hand if you want." I said, "because I think it's frozen solid right now. There's probably no germs on it." "No," he says, "that's okay." He says, "Best but he said, "I just wanted to thank you." He says, maybe in better days, I'll shake your hand." I said, "Okay, cool." I said, "Well," he says, "Gosh," he says, he said, "that stuff's got to come off the truck on a pallet." He says, what's like a pallet of milk weigh?" I said, "Well, I've never actually put one on a scale, but I think it got to be somewhere between 1,500 and 2,000 pounds. Milk's about 8.5 pounds to the gallon." He says, "Whoa, okay." And I said, "The pallet stands as high as I am. Not that I'm that high, but yeah, okay." And he says, "Gosh." I said, "Eggs, I guess eggs must be about 1,000 pounds to the pallet, give or take." And I could be wrong, but that's what I think. I said a lot of this frozen stuff. Gosh, I would think again, depending on what's been frozen, or the various creamers we take into, or butter, cases of butter we take in on pallets, the juice and stuff. It's got to be around 1,500 pounds, and you're shoving it and pushing it. We have motorized carts, but sometimes you got to push them. We have like the hand carts that we got to use in certain areas. He says, "Whoa." I said, "Yeah." And I said, just you don't just shove it on the shelf either. You got to be careful. Not so much in frozen, although even in frozen it should be done. You put the oldest stuff to the front, the newest stuff to the back, so that way you don't wind up throwing perfectly good food out because it got to its out date. I said, "It's kind of tricky." He says, "Yeah." He said, "I can imagine." And he, I said, "There's heavier cartons, and there's times we're pushing it on these what we call U-boats around the store. It's pretty wild. You get things where maybe a U-boat or a pallet collapses out in the back room. Now you got to get it home. you gotta you gotta take care of it right then and there, and you got to be quick about it. You don't want it to get all get it. You don't want it to get warm and messed up. I said, "Yeah, it's." I said once, I know I hit the, I don't know, I hit the wrong switch on uh, uh, one of the power jacks, and I rammed a pallet of milk into another pallet of milk. Long story short, there was about 6 inches of milk in our dairy locker. He said, "You knocked the whole." He says, "Yeah." I said, rather, I said, "Yeah." I knocked the whole darn mess over, and about half the gallon bottles broke. Oh man, what a mess I had. He says, "Whoa." He said, he said, "It's like war back there." I said, "Not, it's a friendly war, but yeah, I guess it's tough. At the end of the day, you're pretty whooped, especially if you're new at it." He says, "Well, I'll be doggone." He says, "You guys are all right." Anyway, he said, "Now, where's the thin crust pepperoni pizza?" I said, "Well, a thin crust pepperoni, there, right there. We got one there and it's on sale. What do you say?" He says, "Yeah, cool." He says, "Gosh, you guys even know where everything is?" "Well, we try." I said, "I don't all the time. I'm old and I get forgetful, but a lot of the folks, yeah, they pretty much can almost find it blindfolded." I'll be doggone. I say, the ones that have been there longer than me. And he says, "Well, how long have you been here?" I said, "Well, about 15 years. And he's, 15? That's pretty long." And I said, "Yeah, I should probably know where everything is by now, shouldn't I?" But they keep changing it, And he says, "Well, that's okay." And he said, "Again, I want to thank you." And he says, "Throw a thank you to the cashiers. I don't know how they do it." Uh, I said, "Me either. I got no clue, but boy, they're all the time working." And like I said, the guys in produce, the guys sweeping floors, the guys getting carts. It's not so bad on a nice day, but they're out there in a blizzard too, bringing in carts. The management, they have, I can't imagine all the things they gotta sort through and figure out, and the reports they gotta hand in, and the girls at Courtesy, and oh, everybody's just. I said, this is no spot for a lazy person, and they said, "Yeah, I can see, the guy said, and that's so. Anyway, I just thought I'd say yeah, with the virus going around, you might not want to kiss your supermarket clerk at the moment, but a simple hello and a thank you might not be a bad idea. Might not be a bad idea. I know, like I said, it's been very busy. What with all the coronavirus stuff going on, so yeah, a little, maybe a pat on the back wouldn't be bad. Wouldn't be a bad idea. We'll catch you later, friends. Thank you, and God bless. Bye now.